Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A for those of y'all that have never seen one of my videos. Welcome. As you see this video, it means it's time for something happening with the moon. I am putting it up a couple days late. I really wanted to get this up on time, but in true Mercury Retrograde fashion, here we are 2 days later. But we're going to be dealing with this energy for the next couple of weeks, so oh, that is so... I'm not gonna cry. My little brother, he just sent me, my little brother just sent me $10, I think it said for being amazing or something like that. I'm not wearing my glasses, but I love you, Q. That was so sweet. My emotions, y'all know I'm a whole Cancer sun, not rising, Cancer sun, moon, and Venus, and I'm trying really hard not to cry because that just touched my heart. Q, you're the best. I love you. You're amazing. You're amazing. Anyways, as I was saying, we're going to be dealing with this energy for the next couple of weeks, so I did still want to get this video up for you guys, okay? As I said, something's going on with the moon. We just had a full moon in the sign of Taurus, which is the bull. And for those of you guys that don't know too much about astrology or, you know, things that are lunations or things of that sort, once we hit the period of the full moon in the cycle, it signifies the beginning of the end. It's a time associated with illumination, with clarity. It's when the moon is completely illuminated by the sun and it's facing us and it looks like a big old piece of, or a big old wheel of cheese in the sky. Associated with clarity, illumination, also associated with release, cleansing. The moon is ruled by water. Water is a cleansing agent. So anytime the moon is in a water sign and we're in a water lunar cycle, the energy of release and cleansing and getting rid of energies that we don't need comes in very, very strong. And the moon is in Scorpio, but we're in the opposite side. That was not the tangent I meant to take, but apparently I needed to tell y'all that. We're in the sign opposite of Scorpio at the moment. We're in the fixed sign of the fall season, which is Taurus. So we've got this water lunar cycle, compatible Taurus energy, but it also makes it very intense. Earth and water energies can be very heavy, which I'll get a little bit into that. I'll get into that a little bit further into the video. Look, my brother got my emotions. I'm so happy. That was so cute. I'm so touched. We had the full moon a couple days ago on Tuesday, November 12th. Look, I don't even know what day it is yet. November 12th at 8:35 in the morning, I believe. Yep, Eastern time, 8:35 in the morning. This time around, the full moon was in Taurus. Taurus, as I said earlier, is the sign of the bull. If you know any Tauruses, they can be very stubborn. That is a Taurus trait. But on the light side, on the positive side, Tauruses are very loving. They're very caring. They are a peaceful sign as long as they're not irritated or aggravated. They are known for being financially responsible and doing very well with their finances and their money. They are ruled by Venus, so they are really into the finer things in life. So, and Tauruses are also very ambitious people. They got that earth energy behind them, so they have that energy of building, and they have that fixed energy with them too. So they not only have the energy of building, they have the energy of making shit happen as well. So if you know any Tauruses, they probably carry a lot of those traits that I just mentioned. And that is the type of energy that we'll be dealing with for these next couple of weeks in regards to the full moon. I've got 3 points here that I wanted to talk about in relation to the types of energy we'll be dealing with for the next couple of weeks. The first one here, as I said, the moon The full moon comes in with illumination, and with us being in the fixed season of fall and the season of change, and we're underneath the energy of actually doing the work and making moves in the physical, we're going to be having this gaining clarity on the changes that we're trying to make, or the changes that needs to be made, and the work that needs to be done to actually get us there. And because we're dealing with this Taurus energy, we're coming up and seeing, okay, this is where I want to be, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is what I feel like I'm in alignment with. The full moon is coming in with, okay, yeah on that. This is how you need to get there. This is what you need to be doing. So for a lot of you, especially if you have these goals that you've been trying to reach, like especially long-term goals, and you haven't necessarily been, you're not there yet, or you're kind of like, this is taking really long, I don't know what to do to speed up the process, or I don't know what to do to actually make this happen. This Taurus full moon energy is coming in with, okay, yeah, you got the plan on lockdown. Here's what you need to do. So some of you might be like, okay, this hasn't been working. And then you get this little aha moment, this epiphany, like, oh, well, I need to do this, and this. And that falls right into alignment with what I was saying in my video on the Scorpio lunar cycle. So check that out too. This month of November, it's really all about solidifying the changes that we need and want to and have already started to make, and then actually taking action in regards to making those changes, okay? I mentioned that Taurus is an earth sign, so there's a little bit of, well, not a little bit, there's a lot of bit of this energy of physicality during these next couple of weeks, and more clarity coming in, looking at, because this is the time of release, the time of understanding what you need to let go of, what habits you need to break, what perspective you need to shift, what you need to stop doing. You're going to be in this space of, okay, I see what I need to do, but I also see what does not work. I also see what I've been doing that is keeping me in the same spot that I don't really want to be in. And because we're dealing with this earth energy, while you're having these epiphanies and realizations, you're also coming into this space of thinking positively and, really not manifesting, positively, what am I trying to say? Putting positive energy into the way that you're placing your intentions in regards to what you're trying to manifest. It was a lot of words, but that's what I was really trying to get out. Mercury Retrograde. So as you're thinking about making these changes, you're also thinking about your end goal, what it is that you actually want. So as you think things, they will happen. So as you speak things, they will happen. So as you put energy into things, they will happen. So you're actually initiating, solidifying the foundations for the goals that you set for yourselves, while simultaneously understanding the changes that need to be made and the actions that need to be taken in order for you to get to that point and have it all come together. We're still in a 3-year, y'all. It's all about cohesion. It's all about bringing things together so that you can plant those seeds. And although we're making these changes, and I've been talking about planting seeds a long time ago, I mean planting seeds really for this next chapter. And the seeds have already been planted, but we want a garden. We don't just want to plant seeds and have one plant, like one little beanstalk. Like we want to get the shit popping. I want some corn, I want some potatoes, I want some green beans, like I want some carrots. Like you want to continue to lay these foundations for yourself, and gaining this clarity on how to do so and how to continue forward is really going to help you solidify those things that you have envisioned for yourselves. Also, because we're in the fixed season and we're in the middle of the fixed season, we're in the middle of the season of change, which means it's about to end. We're also at the end of the calendar year, which means we're really coming to the energy of things dying out. I don't like to say it like that, but like things ending, chapters closing, cycles cycling out, you know what I'm saying? So as Taurus is the bull and Taurus likes to charge forward and get shit done, we're also going to be feeling this energy of tying up loose ends. So, especially in regards to those plans that I was talking about earlier, coming into this energy of, okay, well, this wasn't working, this is how I got to do it. There are a few things that I got to do here just to make sure that this all plays, or this all ties out smoothly, or there's a few pieces of knowledge that I need to pick up to make sure that I know what I need to know in order to do the things that I need to do, etc. So we also have that energy of, you know, bringing everything. It's kind of like gathering up all of the components. You're getting ready to really tidy up, clean everything up, and have the space ready for what's to come or what's coming in. So you're gathering up everything you need right here. You've got a few things that you got by the door getting ready to take out during the winter season, but you've got everything that you need right here, and you're starting to pull everything together in these next couple of weeks. So during the season of December, although we're going into the winter season, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you were actually starting new things or bringing new energy into the things that you've got going on, okay? Which I'll talk about that when we come into the when we get to Capricorn season, because that has a lot to do with the cardinal energy. I talked a lot about the fixed energy already, so I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. I do always like to tap a little bit into the shadow side, or talk a little bit. Now y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Not tap into. I like to talk a little bit about the shadow side, even though it is good to work on your shadow aspects. Don't quote me on what I said prior to explaining it. Taurus can be a little stubborn. I said that earlier. Tauruses can also be kind of lethargic, kind of lazy. They don't like to, when they're operating within their shadow selves, they do not like to do shit. They don't like to do work. They don't like to clean. They don't like to do nothing. So there's that energy on the Taurus shadow side. They can be kind of codependent. So be mindful of these energies in the next couple of weeks. There's work to be done. And of course, when there's work to be done, the first thing we want to do is chill. We're like, oh, this is so much, it's too much. I want to lay right here and eat some snacks. Try to steer clear of that type of Taurus energy, because it's not time for you to chill out right now. We're in a fixed season. We're in the fixed energy of Taurus and Scorpio. So, I mean, kind of chilling. Although I talk in the Scorpio video, I talk about, you know, kind of laying low. I talk about laying low and diligently doing work. So it's like, if you're going to just chill, you're going against the grain of where the currents are taking us right now. So that when you go against the grain, that's when the shit starts to hit the fan. That's not what you want, especially not towards the end of the year. You don't want that. That's not the type of energy you want to be dealing with. So just be mindful of these energies. Try not to sit too pretty. Little Venus ruled Taurus energies. Try not to be sitting pretty during this month. It's time to get down to the nitty gritty. Tap into that bull energy of the Taurus sign. Try to be mindful of, how do I want to say that? Try to be mindful also of, as we make these changes, Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, so you have a lot of emotional energy attached to you, so you're very into the things that you're emotionally invested in. So as you're making changes, as you're moving forward, as you're shifting energies in certain relationships or friendships or familiar relationships, try not to be clingy during the next couple of, I was gonna say next couple of months. Yeah, just really try not to be clingy. That's not cute. But during these next couple of weeks, you might be inclined to be clingy. Try to remember that it's Taurus trying to take you over. So stay on the light side of Taurus. Let's not tap into the shadow energies like I was talking about earlier. And just, you know, you're forewarned at this point. Also briefly, I did want to talk a little bit about, we had the 11/11 Stargate the day before the full moon. Anytime you have a Stargate portal open up, like completely open up, the energies before the day are always very intense. There's always a lot of crazy stuff going on. Thinking about this story, I told my friend I'm not going to tell y'all that story because y'all will really think I'm crazy, but I promise, not crazy. The sock, I didn't put it on. Natasha. Where was I at? So the days leading up to and the days after, really like the week or so around these Stargate portals opening up, energies are a little crazy. They're a little off the wall. They're a little intense. The fact that we had this Stargate portal on 11/11 day, which y'all know as Singles Day, which was I supposed to celebrate that? I didn't know that's what it was. I was like, oh, it's 11/11 Stargate. It's my number. Hey, but I guess it's a whole thing, Singles Day. The full moon happening the day before or the day after the Stargate portal intensifies the energy. And if you guys know anything about numerology, or you know anything about me, I am a life path 11. 11, master number 11, is associated with the energies of enlightenment and healing. So you've got this Taurus energy in this energy of enlightenment, this amplified energy of enlightenment, this amplified energy of healing. You've got this Scorpio water energy. So this month of December, and you know, I thought I was cool. I thought I was good. I got taken out in a way that I did not ever think. And I was like, I need to look that up, because I have a feeling that one of these aspects, or some aspect of one of these astrology things, has to do with your back. I strained my back working out, and I was out of work for like a week and a half. So, and then, you know, also Mercury Retrograde. I was like, oh, I'm good. I got a screen protector on my phone. I got a spigot case. I've backed up all of my files. Like, I'm Gucci. And then I twisted my back and couldn't do shit and fell behind in everything anyway. So, you know, you never say from the Mercury retrogrades, which is not what this video is about. I have a video on that if you guys are interested in knowing a little bit more about those energies, which we're almost out of it, guys. I think we've got either like a week or a couple days. Well, what is today? Today is the 14th. We might, you know, I don't know what day it ends. It might be, I don't think it's over yet, but it's coming up. It's coming to an end. Mercury retrograde happens very quickly, but the energy is very intense because it does happen so quickly, and it's considered a personal planet. Anyways, all that to say, with the 11/11 Stargate and this full moon, a lot of emotional work, a lot of emotional healing coming up, especially with the Scorpio energy that this lunar cycle falls in, and just also understanding all of this work that's being done within ourselves on a spiritual level. Now, briefly, I just want to talk about the numerology a little bit. Happened in 19 degrees. 1 is the number of new beginnings, manifestation, karmic. It's a karmic number. And number of independence. 9 is the number of endings, ascension. It's also a karmic number. It's associated with the energy of closing chapters. So these two numbers are polar opposites, so they go together. So you've got 19 that breaks down into 1, which I just just explained to you guys, and it's amplified by the number 0. So this full moon in Taurus is really helping us gain clarity, gain illumination, clear some things out in order to make the changes and continue making positive changes in our lives, so that we can be in those spaces that I've been talking about, we've been working towards throughout this whole year. Happened on an 8 day, which 8 is the number associated with building. It's also a karmic number, carries a very high vibration. It's a number of infinity. So whenever we have these lunations and these karmic numbers, or these highly vibrational numbers like 1 or 9, or the master numbers 11, 22, and 33, or 8 or 7. So really just, all of the numbers are very important, but there are certain numbers that make things a little bit more intense, that have a little bit more of an amplified or a little bit more of a spiritual energy to them, that touch us with the lunations. It touches us in a little bit more of a deepened way. Couldn't think of the word there. I hate when that happens. I am a writer, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't have the word for what I think I want to say, even though I'm thinking about it. But anyways, so the changes that are happening now, although they may not, because Taurus is Earth, it's kind of a slow moving energy, they may not happen for us physically right away. These are kind of life altering changes. And I mean life altering, not in like, oh my gosh, that is so different, but life altering in, you know, one mindset, one perspective to a completely different perspective, one dwelling place to a different dwelling place, one career to a different career. This is going to be the turning point for all of the change that you have been manifesting over this past year, okay? All right, y'all, so if you are not if you are. If you do intentions, full moon intentions, this will be a good time to do intentions regarding your finances. Anything physical, finances, job, relationships, familiar relationships, anything foundational. Also anything related to Venus. So the sensual pleasures of life. Also, again, money. And also closing up chapters, things that you've really been trying to work on getting rid of or moving away from, or, you know, shifting. This is a good time to write intentions. And intentions, release intentions. Like I release, I let go of, I stop, I no longer. That's how I would suggest to start your intentions for this, for all full moons, but specifically for those things that I mentioned for this full moon. Let's see, what else do I got here? Shameless plug time. I've already plugged the Scorpio lunar cycle video and the Mercury retrograde video. So really, all I gotta plug now are the Scorpio lunar forecast, the Scorpio lunar cycle tarot forecast. That is such a mouthful, but there's one for each sign. They're all free. They're about 10 minutes each of them. There's a playlist link down below in the description box. And also, because we're coming up on the end of the year, I would suggest checking out my 2019 tarot forecast for a little bit of reflection. And that's really all I have for you guys. I'm going to be having a holiday sale starting on Black Friday up through, I haven't decided what day I'm going to end it yet. I'm assuming probably Christmas, but whatever. I don't know. But there will be communications on my channel, on all of my social media when I figure that out. And that's really it. Like I said, this is going up a couple of days late, but I did want to get this information out there to y'all because if you're anything like me, you're a little tossed in the sauce with all this Mercury retrograde and all this Scorpio shit. Even though I have all that water in my chart and I'm a rising earth sign, like I'm still a little tossed. Oh, with that being said, the people that are going to be the most affected by this full moon, by this this lunation in these next couple of weeks are people with their personal planet, sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Taurus in 19 degrees. If you've got a lot of 19-degree aspects or Taurus or Earth or fixed energy aspects in your chart, you can definitely expect to be affected by this. So, yeah, I guess that's why I'm a little tossed. I got a lot of water in my chart. I don't know about 19. I would have to look at it, but I got a lot of water in my chart and got all that Scorpio shit happening. So yes, now I am done babbling. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all next time. Peace.